What's going on, guys? It's Kyoki here, and today we're going to be watching Awkward, a television show from early to mid 2010s that I didn't start watching till like season 4, and basically only watched season 4, but we're going to watch episode 1 all the way to the end. But I wanted to showcase that My Life is Liz is the only thing that was good about MTV during this period. So without further ado, Awkward, episode 1. Let's do it.
For 15 years, I fantasized about everyone noticing me as I walked down the hall. What would I be wearing? Would every guy worship me? Would I be 5 inches taller and have porn tits? No, that was not my reality. My moment in the spotlight sucked some serious ass. But, like any good horror movie, my nightmare began at summer camp. It was a lame afternoon dance, but magic was in the air.
This is like Nathan, but like in like 2011, right? Look at
her. There it was, a signal. I was hoping he'd do something more inspired, like sniff his armpits. But Maddie had a habit of doing that. A lot. Attention to personal hygiene was just one of Maddie's many stellar attributes. Wasn't the inciting incident of some sappy teen special about how I got knocked up on the last day of summer camp. I knew better than to bareback.
So he just randomly picked, like, okay, she's not ugly, so I'm not gonna say, I can believe he would, like, you know, try to get it in with her. But I don't know how the show portrays her as. I know they portray her as like a loser or whatever. But I think, based on when I watched in season 4, it was more so like her actions. Think of Greg Heffley, I know, right? From Diary of a Wimpy Kid. It was like his actions had consequences.
Passionate bumping of uglies was a sign. This year would be my year. For once, I wouldn't be overlooked. Not with Maddie at my back door.
Sorry, I slipped.
Yeah. Change was in the air. I could smell it. There was change and pine-scented cleanser.
Am I hurting you?
Somehow admitting my virgin status seemed like a buzzkill. Oh, it's probably just
This
not.
is such a movie trope that they do it in like a utility closet somewhere on the floor, no less. In the very least, they'll do it doggy style in the bathroom somewhere. But like on the floor, missionary, yeah, right.
Back. I get them all the time. Don't let it.
He gave it. He's like, he gave it his all, and she was like, "What a plot." Would that be like? He has this like reputation of like just Pound Town City, you know what I mean? And then like this average like nerdy girl, it's like, yeah, he was alright.
I don't know. Probably just hang out, watch movies, swim or something.
Cool.
Are you going to sophomore orientation?
Well, don't we have to?
Right, of course.
Sophomore.
No, what I meant was, I couldn't help myself. Maddie had cracked my hard candy shell and I was oozing with sticky.
I know in shows, they're like, they don't look like sophomores and whatever in like high school, but like if you look at videos in like the 80s, hell, like even go back in like 2011 or something during this period, seniors looked old.
Hey. You.
Forehead kisses. Don't you just love him?
I wish all guys could be like him.
J-Town.
So he
What?
wasn't a poet. He was still Maddie McKibben.
That Allison is not a size 2. No.
He'll pound you and make you feel better about yourself afterwards.
I saw her at the club. She was falling out of her tennis skirt and not in a good way.
This is the reason I watched it. Right here. She's not for the faint of heart. We'll see her.
This came in the mail for you.
If a show has an attractive female lead or something, I have more incentive to watch it. And most of the time, I'm not even like attracted to them. You know what I mean? Like I'm watching Three's Company, right? Both leads are attractive in their own way. But I'm not attracted to them in the sense, oh yeah, she, you know, she's in a bikini, you know, or like All My Children, no, All My Children, Married with Children, you know, the daughter, every time she does something skimpy, they're like, what?
Look what they want me to wear in my next Verminator commercial.
Like, yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, she's cute or attractive, but I'm not like, there's an Iranian woman in NCIS Los Angeles that plays Fatima. Yeah, they have the other two girls that's kind of like eye candy, but when I saw her in like a random episode, I was like, okay. Like the mom here, for example. Like, I have no interest in see her like naked and half naked and stuff like that. We're just seeing her like on screen. It's like, man, she's gorgeous.
My mother always knew when something was wrong.
Sweetie, come here.
And promptly avoided the conversation.
I'm not paying Dominic to do your...
Her mom.
What do I call the worst day of my life?
We meet again, your eyes will drop, my heart will stop.
Rubbed, raw, and reeling.
I forgot this was like a big part of the show. It's her like video diary blog shit.
That's crap ass. But I sort of saw it coming.
And you didn't warn me?
It wasn't like I saw it psychically or anything. Guys like Maddie don't go for girls like us. But look at the bright side. At least Maddie didn't digitize you, broadcast it to the entire band, and then ditch you at Winter Formal to hook up with Scary Carrie. That was hardcore humiliation.
Expedition dump.
In your scenario, at least nothing happened. Yeah.
At least nothing happened.
Can you imagine?
All right, she's the second reason I enjoy this show. And you might not see it in this episode, but
Easy, big fella.
I can only imagine.
I spent some sad times at Jenna High, and you
Freak.
have got to snap out of it. Marching band's having a kegger at Ricky Schwartz's house tonight. I need my favorite wing woman there since Ming's bagged out.
Is she grounded again?
Yeah, she can't get her PSAT scores above 120. Her parents are starting to think she might not be Chinese.
That's so not cool.
I didn't say it, Ming did. So will you come?
oh my god, look at her outfit. It's fucking ugly. This is so 2010s random mismatched colors.
Or call you later?
I'll keep my phone up close and
Especially
personal in
here.
anticipation. It's on vibrate. I'll go sob in your blog, and feel free to quote me.
Okay, Dan Schneider.
Jenna, as you are now, you could disappear and no one would notice. A friend.
This is
Below
Gossip
is a
Girl.
list of suggestions you should take into serious consideration. Number 1, stop being such a pussy.
I try to censor it.
Sometimes being a teenager makes you want to die.
In quotes, by the way.
You do look awful. Aspen, take me away.
Our daughter is suicidal. I can't even imagine what she was feeling when she wrote that note.
It was just a dramatic teenage rant, not a cry for help.
I like that the dad is attractive as well. So it's not one of those situations where like the dude is balding. You know, like a Homer March thing. Do this in a lot of these shows where they make the mom like this hot 10 out of 10. Then they would make the dad just like an average overweight thing. And it's like, oh, he's my little teddy bear, you know. So they made the dude like, you look at them two and be like, okay, I can see why they would go for each other.
I heard when they pumped that girl's stomach, they found like 700 pills.
What kind of pills?
No, it was autoerotic asphyxiation. I love that girl.
For 2 weeks.
Okay, neon trees. So, okay, they think she's suicidal, but I don't know. They're not taking it seriously. I don't know.
I tried to explain that my accident was just that, an accident. The more I denied it, the more everyone assumed I was in denial. It was a vicious circle.
It doesn't. Hold up. I don't want to jump to conclusions here, but like, it would make sense if like everyone was pitying her. Like, it's a dark way you can do about this, where everyone's pitying her, and then like they'd be nice to her and be like, no, let her skip you. Let her go first in line or something, because she might, you know, kill herself. You know what I mean? And it's like, guys, I'm not like, they think like she's just unemotional, like she's gonna snap at like the tiniest thing, and like, you know, she will unalive herself for the simplest thing. And then it's like that one kid that just like, you know, I'm not gonna give up my spot for her because she's like on the brink of self-destruction, you know what I mean? And then like, I don't know how you would, off the top of my head, I don't know how you would like, hilarity would ensue from that. But like, she tries to explain herself right away, and people are just like ignoring her. And then she's like, okay, since you don't listen to me, I'm just gonna reap the benefits of it. And then they get exposed, and she gets exposed, and then it's like, so it's like kind of like that balance where she's not outright evil, but then she's not outright innocent either.
He has a fupa. so creepy.
I can't believe that girl showed up. Handicap is a hard look to style.
She should be in a mental ward.
You guys know I would never try to hurt myself, right?
We know, Jay. Right?
This chick right here, I'd have no idea who she was. Cause like I said, I first started watching in season 4. So when I went back, I was like, who the hell is the Asian girl? I had no idea who she was. And to me, she felt like that character. She's like the Gibby. I call her the Gibby, where like all the dramas with these two, right? Like the main drama we tune in for. Then she's like helping a cat out of a tree. Some quirky drama plotline type shit. So like she seems like that character where she has a whole different thing going. Like this is my first time like seeing her in action.
Hamlet
That chalk was not chalking. Look at that. You can barely see that.
is one of the most powerful and influential pieces of literature in the English language. The famous expression, to be or not to be. What do you think Hamlet is saying there? Yes, you in the back!
At least they got the cheap joke out of the way in the first episode.
I'm not raising my hand.
Okay.
Just go ahead. I'm gonna wait out the herd.
Okay, the short bus is leaving.
It was the first time we'd seen each other since my deflowering. And I'd almost forgotten how jacked I looked.
I don't get it. I get it was in summer camp, but like he's not above. I hate this thing with like social status in high school. He could at least be nice to her. Like as of right now, they have no reason to to treat her like this. Like Sadie, I can understand. Like okay, she just did that for attention. She's just an attention whore. But like him, like hey, you okay? Like what happened? You know what I mean? Like he can at least check on her. No one's gonna be like, oh my god, he's talking to that attention whore.
Jenna Hamilton, please report to the office.
Jenna, so nice to meet you. So I know Mr. Michaels was your guidance counselor last year, but considering your recent
accident.
Yes, considering your recent accident, Mr. Michaels thought we might be a better fit.
She looks familiar.
You know, girl on girl.
What are we talking about?
I mean, girl to girl.
Okay.
Your mom gave me a copy of the letter that you got. It wasn't very nice.
Confrontations never are.
That's a nifty turn of phrase.
Nifty to say, not so nifty to get.
So, Jenna, tell me, how did it make you feel when you read the letter?
Crappy. But you should know, I didn't try to kill myself. I mean, I was seriously low threshold for pain.
I'm not suggesting that you did any.
Okay, what letter are they talking about? Because I thought like the letter when she was reading on the tub was like a threat or something. So like she did a little vlog thing. I forgot. Let me go back because something's not adding up. And
you could disappear and no one would notice. A friend.
So they think she did this? So like so far she's not like saying like, hey, I didn't write this letter. Unless I'm missing something. Like this is a Gossip Girl type thing. Okay.
Your mom gave me a copy of the letter that you got. It wasn't very nice.
Okay, she got.
Confrontations never are.
That's a nifty turn of phrase.
Nifty to say, not so nifty to get.
So, Jenna, tell me, how did it make you feel when you read the letter?
Crappy. But you should know, I didn't try to kill myself. I mean, I was seriously low threshold for pain.
I'm not suggesting that you did anything. No, not at all. But just for fun, would you mind if I looked through your bag? I want to make sure we don't have any more accidents. You weren't planning to ingest these, were you?
Actually, I was. They're breath mints.
So they are. Ooh! Urban Decay. Fancy.
Okay, bitch.
Do you have any questions at all?
I had about 1,000,
cancer,
but not one of them was appropriate.
Or cheesy.
I think you've covered just about everything.
Oh, I thought it said Gossip Girl. But, yeah.
Everyone wants a peek.
Well, the next person who stares is gonna get the evil eye.
An evil eye in your condition is not gonna translate. Oh, flash your...
Yeah, help me get my panties off and we're all set.
All right, hey, attention, Palos Hills High.
I wonder if this show's uncensored. Because they bleep a lot of stuff, but I don't think I've ever seen this show uncensored. This seems to be another forgotten show. Like, I've seen a Reddit thread about how, like, no one talks about this show, which is kind of true.
Come on, I got a really big football game today, and there is no better way to get pumped up than with the wheel.
He's really trying to flex that belt buckle. Look at that.
Of pep. We need 2 guys and 2 girls. Do I see Sadie Saxton raising her hand? Oh yeah, that's classy, Sadie.
Looks like Sadie's 6-ton might.
Sadie was hilarious in this show. I love Sadie. I like the fact that she's not like blonde bimbo. So like she's not a traditional Regina George. So like it was a change of pace.
She's to fill a void.
The only void she has is in personality. She's a prima bitcherina who buys her popularity. How does a girl who can't even jump 2 feet in the air get on a pep squad? Sorry.
I never appreciated.
See, she's like she's not a plus size girl, but like that's what I'm saying. Like she's the kind of girl that like a Regina George would make fun of. So it's weird. It's like a different dynamic. Like it's easy to take shots at her. So it's easy for the blonde bimbo to be like, oh my god, I'm so much prettier and healthy than you. So she's a very easy character to kind of like to humble. She doesn't have to be like the most beautiful girl in the whole school to be a mean bitch, basically.
She was hungry.
She just has to be popular.
You're not getting out
or
of
have,
this.
you know, connections. I don't know.
We don't have to watch this.
Fine. I wasn't. Despite all my external wounds, my heart was probably going to take the longest to heal.
Okay, Sex Exchange is the name of the game. Now, here's how it's played. Our contestants will now pair up into teams of 2. They will then go behind individual partitions and change into each other's clothes. The team that gets dressed first will...
Oh, they're high school students, by the way. So this is not like a college frat party game thing off campus type shit right here. Okay. I just noticed she got his pants on.
Hamilton, you're an animal.
And you brought a whole new meaning to getting in a guy's pants. I wonder if I can make a shirt
How'd she take that fucking shirt off? Am I missing something? How'd she take that shirt off? Hold up, I'm thinking like how's this practical? With no help?
What happened to Sadie?
She couldn't fit into Maddie's clothes.
No.
It was karmic intervention.
See, I told you. So it's very different in the sense of like you don't have to be this Barbie doll looking girl, perfect 10 out of 10 to Sadie, who's like the mean girl, can be confident in her body. Like, yeah, I know I'm overweight, but unlike you, I'm not insecure about it or something like that. So it's different angles you can take. You have material there with Sadie to make fun of if she's bullying you. Like, oh, she's foul, you got cankles, right? Okay, I got cankles, but it's not gonna fix your crooked teeth, bitch. You say something like that, like where she always claps back because she knows her flaws, right? In this context right here, Sadie couldn't fit in Matt's clothes, Maddie's clothes. I just completely blanked out what I was just talking about.
I've never been so humiliated. I hate that freak.
It was a stupid pep rally.
See, you see how she's like the leader, right? But then like she easily could have been the leader and then she could have been like the duff. So maybe this could be the joke. And then I like how they have like, I was gonna make a joke about how like they're going by skin complexion, the pale and then brown and then this. She probably has no lines and you probably never see her again.
I just spun the wheel of pep. It could have landed on anything.
Oh, lame cop out.
So if you're from Africa, why are you white?
They could have put any like white girl, they gave it to her. Props to MTV.
Well, for whatever.
Please. I don't need someone like you to feel
Stop blocking the
sorry
black girl. Give her something to work with here.
for me. It's not like I'm gonna kill myself over it.
Oh, it's true when they say that no good deed goes unpunished.
Go away.
Hi.
Maddie.
Yeah. Gotta go.
Cringe. Maddie's such a pussy here because like the jock, like who cares if he's hanging out with this because think about it, like it scores him more brownie points with the nerds, right? The attractive nerds, let's be honest. It's this way he can score brownie points with like all the girls. So like, he can, the outcasts that have crushes on him, so like, oh, he's not as bad as he trays him. Like he sticks up for like not the little guy, but you get my point.
Babe, you gonna grab Froyo?
Yeah, just give me a minute, Liz.
Of course he's not dating any of the colored girls.
I will. You will. Sort of hard to miss.
I know she dates him at some point, but like Tamara, that's her name, and her name is Ming, because of course.
Hey, T.
Okay, so Ricky Schwartz just called me and he wanted to know if he could give you a sponge bath.
Creepy.
With his tongue.
Awesome.
This year's gonna rule. Ta-ta!
Did she change outfits? Like, that does not look like I'm about to go to sleep outfit. And she's like working out. She's one of, that's what I'm saying, she's one of those random characters. I told you. Then she becomes full of herself, and then she started leaving her friends. It would add an interesting dynamic, because let's say Tamara wants to be popular, but then she tries too hard to be popular to the point where it's like she's trying too hard to be approved. So that alone makes her stand out. But then Jenna like kills herself. I mean, not kills herself, but you know, Jenna's accident happened, and then she becomes popular, and like Tamara comes jealous. Because, you know, Tamara's been trying to get this kind of like popularity for years. She's been trying to gain that for years. And then all of a sudden here comes the little accident. And then now she believes she did it for attention. Oh, I don't know why I was waiting for like the up next on Awkward. So that was Awkward. I never watched the finale because I remember the finale, they were promoting it like months later about them coming home from college. So they skipped the whole college arc and they went straight from, I guess it's like this mystery, like what went down in college. I never followed up on them after episode 4, season 4. I keep getting my episodes season. But like I just remember like falling in love with the soundtrack for each show. This is when I realized MTV used to actually like focus somewhat on the music in their shows, whereas they play background songs and actually let you know without Shazam. Shazam was probably a thing back then, but this was like pre-Shazam, before I had it. I used to catch random episodes up from like season 2, 3, and they used to show this Asian girl. I'm like, who is this? And they already wrote her off, and like I still don't know why. Let me see, where's the Asian chick? Maybe she came back in season 5 or whatever. But then I was like a whole different character I missed out on. And this is before streaming things. See, think about like back then, I had to actually like wait week to week for like shows because it was a fresh season, and I watched it mid-season, so it wasn't like oh, it was gonna be on Netflix. Once season 5 came around, you know, they started promoting months later. Like it's one thing to wait till next week, but another thing was like months and months later. This happened with iCarly. Once they're like their last season where they started doing basically like an episode per month, like you stopped caring. At least I did. That's how I felt. Like, if the finale is Sam and Freddy together and you want to know, okay, what's next for Sam and Freddy, and it's like an episode about them buying stuff from a fucking pear store, who cares? That was awkward. Talk about being awkward. Now, I might watch some more shows I can find from MTV's. Now, one thing about me, I was a huge Jersey Shore head. I love Jersey Shore, and another thing about Jersey Shore is that I used to watch it maybe it could be funny. I started watching it when they went to Italy, so they could have been ironically season 4. And I used to watch that show week to week, and it's like one of those things you look back and like I can't believe I was actually into that. We'll see. Till next time, KO Kid out.
Get crazy, get wild, let's party, get loud. If you wanna have fun and do something,